Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, I wanted to remind you to like and subscribe this video in my channel if you like this video and you want to see more. So today we're going to be going over how to make some watercolor art. So I picked up this watercolor paper on Amazon. It was fairly affordable, and I'm just going to use my paper cutter to cut it down into a smaller sheet that's easier to work with, and it also looks really cute whenever you make like tiny watercolor art. So I cut down that paper, and then I'm going to use some washi tape and place it down so that only a little bit of the tape remains on the paper and the rest just sticks to the desk. So this will keep it in place, but also once we fill in the middle with a bunch of watercolor and paint, the tape will block it out and leave behind a nice clean white border. So I'm placing down this washi tape to create a border and keep it still. And then I picked up these watercolors on Amazon. They had really good reviews. They appear to be really pigmented. So I'm just going to add a couple drops of water to the colors I'm going to be using. I used a lot of reds and pinks to keep in with the February Valentine theme. So I'm just wetting down my watercolor paper first, and then I'm going to use this brush that came with the paint set. It has a tube of water in it, and I'm just going to apply a light pink color to the top of the page and a dark pink red color to the bottom, and then I'm going to blend it with a medium red color in the middle. So I'm just going to repeat this for the whole page, just blending in the lighter, medium, and dark colors, kind of to create an ombre effect on the paper. I'm just going to do this until it's all filled in, and then I'll let it dry for about 20 minutes. Now that everything's dry, as you can see, it's flattened out and dried, I'm just going to take a ruler. I'm going to measure how long my piece of paper is, both horizontally and vertically, and I'm just going to draw lines for half of that dimension and quarters, and then just decide how high or tall that I want the different lines of my calligraphy to be. So yeah, I'm just drawing some lines, and that way I can draw straight. I tend to do not draw my calligraphy straight if I don't have lines. So I just erased it lightly so it doesn't get caught underneath the ink, and then I'm using these pigment liners in 0.5 to start. So this whole thing will say, "Will you be my Valentine?" So I'm just drawing "Will you" in some normal capital letters and "Be mine" in some cursive calligraphy, and I'll fill in those more later. And then I'm going to use this metallic marker. It's a brush pen to draw Valentine. So just every downstroke, I'm applying a little bit more pressure. That way it turns out into this nice calligraphy style. And I tried to use a more pink metallic color for this art, and then obviously I'm taking forever for how to figure out how I want to do this T, but so I just made it all flowy and made it connect to be the eye, the dot of the eye. And then I'm going back in with my pigment liner, and just once again with every downstroke I'm filling it in so that it looks a lot thicker, and then just adding in some lines so that it stands out more. And that's it for the basis, but for the word Valentine, I wanted to add in like some drop shadow and some more accent colors. So I'm going to get out a gray mild liner. I'm just going to use the smaller end, and you're going to imagine that the sun is on like the top left corner of the page, and basically just kind of all the downstrokes, all the spots on the right, you're going to put a drop shadow. Just basically kind of if you skip a line, you skip the first part of the word, then put a drop shadow, skip another line, drop shadow, skip another line, drop shadow, and then just make sure to get all the curves under the words as well. So I'm just going in with my mild liner and trying to add in all those drop shadows. It just kind of makes it pop out more and a lot nicer. Now I'm going to get out my Archer and Olive acrylograph markers. This is in 0.7 and a light pink color. And just on every downstroke that I made, all the thicker parts of the word, I'm just going to add some dots and lines. It just is adding some accent to the word and looks really nice. And I've used that light pink color. That way it kind of blends in with the rest of the work. And then don't forget to erase all those lines that you made. You don't want those on there. It looks a lot nicer whenever the pencil is gone. I did make a little mistake. I noticed with the metallic marker, I did kind of erase away the color a little bit. But in general, especially over the pigment liners, it doesn't hurt it at all. You can just go over everything and erase all those lines. Now is my favorite part to reveal the border. I'm just going to peel away that washi tape and just look how clean and nice that border is. It looks so nice. Now at the last minute I decided to add in some hearts, so I'm just going to go back in with that metallic marker I was using and just add in some small hearts just so that everything's kind of filled in a bit more, and I just thought it looked a lot nicer. I thought I was missing something, so I decided to add these small metallic hearts as well. But definitely if you still got the tape on, do this while the tape is still on and then peel it off. And now for my final looks. I do really love how this turned out, and I want to make some more videos like this in the future. So let me know what you would like to see in the comments, and thank you for joining me.